Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to my live. I am Queen Lily. We got a lot to cover. As you know, the days have gone by and they actually were freezing the SNAP benefits for the American people. And the MAGA Republicans, Dunny Boy, all were blaming the Democrats. But it's not on the Democrats because they don't control anything in this moment. But I just learned today that the judge ruled a federal judge ruled that they must release the funds to SNAP and WIC. You know, WIC is mainly for children and babies because a lot of people get their children's formula, baby milk, through WIC, and they do as well through their SNAP benefits. So when they pulled away the SNAP benefits, they were actually hurting babies as well, the elderly, and everybody really, because even if you don't receive those benefits, you know someone that does. And that's rather painful to watch your loved one, because you're going to have to help them, watch your friends, associates suffer their own benefits, you know? So, yes, we're going to take a listen to that in a moment about a judge just ruled federal government must release funds to SNAP and WIC. But they may appeal it. And if they appeal it, even after the federal judge said they must release the SNAP and WIC benefits, they can appeal it and hold it up still. And I can actually see Donald Trump doing that because he doesn't have love in his heart. He's a man of hate. Hatred rules him, and hate is not of God. So that's why when I once said I hate this such and such, I had to really repent and pray about it because you can't get to heaven hating anybody. So Donald Trump will try to appeal this. I know they will. If they don't, I will be shocked. He already looking bad. There's nothing that can save his career right now. If you want to say career, there's nothing that can save it. Trump's agricultural secretary, she says, my message to America is we have failed you. We're going to see something about that. She's standing right beside Mike Johnson when she says it. Right beside Mike Johnson, y'all. Um, the governor of Boston, the governor of he's excited. You'll see him celebrating the funds being released. Um, it's just going to be a lot about Epstein and the SNAP benefits and the things that Donald Trump is doing to the American people. Welcome to my live. I am Queen Lily. Hit that like button right now for me, please. As you come in, hit the like button. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can send me super chats and super stickers. Also, in my description is my Venmo and my PayPal link. So if you want to send me something that way, you can as well. But right now, you can just simply go ahead and click and send me something through YouTube by sending a super chat or super sticker. I have two different types of memberships. I have a Ruby membership and I have a Diamonds membership. The memberships get more than what the actual viewers and subscribers get, so check it out. And I'm going to shout some of y'all out right quick. Then we're going to get started. Hello, King, DJ David. Hello, King Ellen. Hello, Queen Miss Bugs. What it is, what it is. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So take a listen to this about the judge just ruled federal government must release funds to SNAP and WIC. When I tell you there's an awesome God. Yes.
Well, it's Friday, and a federal judge just ruled that the federal government must use those emergency funds that we've already paid in to feed people, honey. Yes, yes, indeed. That's what she just ruled today, that they have to release those emergency funds that we've already paid in this emergency so people can eat. Now, I'm sure Creepy Peepy and Daddy Duffy Pants and the whole entirety of the misfit fools up there on Capitol Hill that bent the knee to fucking authoritarianism, I'm sure they will file an appeal, dear. Because that's what they do. They break the law, they get caught breaking the law, and then they appeal that shit immediately. And just tie up more time where nothing actually gets done and people still need to fucking eat today. And by the way, Daddy Dumpy Pants is down there at Brokeback Mar-a-Lago. Air Force One landed just a moment ago. He's going to have a Halloween party, and if you know, you know. They're probably going to eat steak for around $10,000 a plate. and they'll appeal. They'll appeal that case just so you can't eat. Damn sure not steak. Well, it's
I
Friday
found it
and the
so
federal-
sad. He's at Mar-a-Lago about to have a Halloween party, but ain't even worried about the American citizen, the children that may get out of Halloween. And there's another thing. Kristi Noem plans on sending ICE out while the kids are out Halloween trick-or-treating. Yes, Kristi Noem, the one that got her face and body done and look like you can just touch her and push over. If you just touch her skin, she's going to fall over. That's how frail she is. But anyway, she planned on destroying the children's Halloween by taking supposedly undocumented children and their families away tonight. And y'all say they're Christians? Are they really Christians? Because that's not God. Like, don't come in my chat and tell me that's of God to remove children from their mothers and fathers and take their mothers and fathers on. Why bother people on Halloween, Kristi? You're miserable. If you haven't had an orgasm in a while, that's on you, girl. Don't blame everybody because you uptight and miserable. One moment, please. So Trump's agricultural secretary, she has something to say. She says, my message to America is we have failed you. And she's standing there right beside Mike Johnson.
Message to America is first, the fact that your government is failing you right now. That poverty is not red or blue. It is not a Republican or Democrat issue. Doesn't matter who you voted for or even if you voted. That if you are in a position where you can't feed your family and you're relying on that $187 a month for an average family in the SNAP program, that we have failed you. My message to America.
When I tell you Mike Johnson's face was red, y'all, I'm going to show y'all this without the words. Well, we're going to watch this again. Watch his face. He turns red. He is pissed with this woman for telling the truth.
Message to America.
Look at his face red when they show him again.
The fact that your government is failing you right now. That poverty is not red or blue. It is not a Republican or Democrat issue. Doesn't matter who you voted for or even if you voted. That if you are in a position where you can't feed your family and you're relying on that $187 a month for an average family in the SNAP program, that we have failed you. My message to America is first.
Oh, Mike, he's pissed off because she's a MAGA Republican. And I'm going to tell you what MAGA Republicans starting to do right now. Speak up against Donald Trump. A lot of them are beginning to wake up. So they are woke, MAGA. Accept it. Nobody believes in starving children and humans. No. It's not God-like. You say you Christian. All right. Hold on. So this is from Meg Kenner. She said Boston. She's in Boston. It said judges order the federal government to use contingency funds for SNAP and food aid payments during the shutdown. Yeah. And Governor Westmore is celebrating. Hold on. I can't play the music, but he's celebrating. But I'm telling you, the MAGA Trump, they're gonna appeal it. They want to starve us. How Hitler did. They want to starve the American people. And y'all voted him in there. Fix it, Jesus, fix it. So I'm going to go back to history. You don't have to believe this and you don't have to agree. And I'm not going to tell you if I agree, but we're going to take a listen to something. Sometimes I like to do something a little different during my lives. Okay. How y'all doing, kings and queens?
Gaddafi, Libya had no electricity bills.
Let me start it over so I can play from the beginning.
Tell you, under Gaddafi, Libya had no electricity bills. Power was free for all. Loans came with zero interest, and banks were owned by the people. Newlyweds were gifted $60,000 to start a life. Education and medical treatment were completely free, and literacy rose from 25% to over 80%. If you wanted to farm, the government gave you land, seeds, livestock, even a house, all at no cost. Couldn't get treatment in Libya? The government paid over $2,000 in covered travel abroad.
All I'm hearing is just reasons why the United States wanted to take him out. That's all I'm hearing.
Gasoline costs just 14 cents per liter. Buy a car? The government paid half. Unemployed after graduation? The state paid your average salary until you found a job. Oil profits were deposited directly into citizens' bank accounts. Mothers who gave birth received $5,000. Bread? 40 loaves cost only 15 cents. And Libya had zero debt with $150 billion in reserves, now frozen globally. Gaddafi also built the world's largest irrigation project to bring water to the desert. A self-reliant Africa was rising, and that is why he had to go.
So much wealth. And the crazy thing is that we have that much wealth in America. However, every single day, it gets siphoned off to Israel, to Ukraine, to the military-industrial complex to kill innocent people. If we kept that wealth in America and used it to enable our American citizens, our brothers and sisters in America to prosper, we would have all of this and so much more.
I tell you, under Gaddafi, Libya...
Louis Farrakhan spoke on this about why Gaddafi was actually taken away from this earth. Believe it or not, he was helping Black people because they're in Africa. I just want y'all to see that and just stay, you could stay in the chat your opinion. We don't have that in America. I'll leave it as that. Everything I show is great for educational purpose, great for entertainment, and great for research purposes. We are doing research, everybody. Enjoy the show.
Or somebody you love is going to be impacted by the SNAP benefit cuts happening in 3 days, and you don't have reliable transportation to get to food banks or assistance programs, here is one way that you can get free transportation that maybe you don't even realize exists. Hi, my name is Beverly, and I am your Chief Empowerment Officer. This resource is called Ride United. This is a partnership between United Way and Lyft. Provides free ride credits for essential trips to medical appointments, food banks, job interviews, and here's how it works. Call 211 and ask about Ride United transportation assistance. If it's available in your area, they'll give you Lyft ride credits, typically $50 to $200 worth, that you can use for essential trips. Medical appointments, dental visits, job interviews, grocery stores, food pantries, pharmacy runs. There's typically no income verification that's required. You just need to live within a service area and have a smartphone so that the credits can go to your Lyft app. This program covers the full cost of your rides. And while this program operates in multiple states, it's run by local United Way chapters. And when you call 211, don't just ask about rides. Be specific about Ride United. If you qualify, they will help you set up your Lyft account on your phone if you don't already have it set up, help you load your ride credits. And while the Lyft app may ask you to put payment information on file, you can just put any card down. The credits will completely take care of the rides. So if you or somebody you love needs transportation assistance, because maybe they have a food bank near them, or maybe they have a job interview to get to, or maybe they have somewhere that they are going to go to get assistance, but they just don't have the transportation access to get it. During this crisis, this can be the tool that helps them get the resources they need. And if it's available in your area and you go through your credits, you can call 211 again to see if they have additional options for you for transportation support. Hopefully this can be a benefit to you or somebody you care about as you are navigating the craziness that we're in right now. Comment below if this resource was helpful for you, and please share it because this can remove yet another barrier to help people in need right now. And let's keep getting to work. If you or somebody you love is going to
remember, you can dial 211. 211, okay? One moment, please. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to my live. And thank you for coming. The MAGA want food riots. This is something I want y'all to really listen to because he make a lot of valuable points. Please.
SNAP expiration could cause the riots that the Republicans have been hoping for. They wanted them during No Kings, but 7 million people stayed peaceful. But now we're talking about over 40 million people, 40 million hungry people. And hunger isn't patient. You can just figure it out next week. When you're hungry, survival kicks in. And honestly, I think that's the point. That's exactly what Trump and his circle want. Why else would they punish states who offer to use their own funds to temporarily feed people by saying that the federal government won't reimburse them. And to all you MAGA loyalists, remember, hunger doesn't give a fuck about party lines. And of the $93 billion in SNAP benefits in 2024, red states took in more than $51 billion of that money. And your red states are broke as fuck. They survive on federal money, so good luck when your governor has to feed millions without SNAP and the state doesn't get reimbursed. See, that's what they want. They want people desperate enough to steal food so they can turn around and point at the chaos and say, yeah, see, Democrats caused this. But if you're going to blame Democrats, then you have to admit the Republicans are too weak to overcome the Democrats, all while controlling the House, the Senate, and the White House. And at the end of the day, it's a game of political chicken. Create the chaos, film the reaction, blame the victims, then use it to justify more ICE and more police and more guard and more control. It's not chaos by accident, it's chaos by design. The No Kings protest was peaceful. The Hunger Games won't be. And that's exactly what they're hoping for. And remember, I'm not the
I pray that it doesn't get to that, because we will be giving Donald Trump what he wants, to call martial law. So we got to be careful and vigilant of everything. And we got to help each other, because love spreads quicker than hate. I love each and every last one of you. One moment, please. I'm going to read something to you, and it's about wasteful spending. It said Trump's big, beautiful betrayal includes an $8.8 billion bailout for pharmaceutical companies, which will also raise premiums and allow for something like 15 million people to lose their health care coverage. Let's recap. $170 billion for ICE, $117 billion in tax cuts for the rich, $40 billion for Argentina, about enough to extend the health care credits for a whole year, what they gave to Argentina, $300 million for the Vanity Ballroom and the secret bunker, $172 million for Kristi Noem jets, $230 million in the DOJ payments to Trump, taxpayer dollars that he wants us to pay him back because he was impeached in his crimes. $100 million on golf. He hasn't been in office a complete year, and he has spent over $100 million on golf. Are we great yet, America? Wasteful spending. Take a listen to this. It is about the GOP attacks on SNAP.
Responsible for SNAP benefits running out on November 1st. Well, here are 3 proof points that show Republicans have continuously attacked programs that feed Americans. 1, Donald Trump is refusing to use $6 billion in contingency SNAP funding to help keep 42 million Americans fed. Trump would be the first president in U.S. history to deny emergency food aid during a shutdown. 2, Trump's one big beautiful bill already slashed $200 billion from SNAP and other nutrition programs to help fund tax breaks for the largest corporation and billionaires in this country. 3, in the spring, Donald Trump canceled 94 million pounds of food aid. This food was already paid for and was heading to food banks to help feed 12 billion people per month. So don't let Donald Trump and Republicans lie about who is responsible. Trump is weaponizing hunger in order to get his way when it comes to the budget and the agenda, so that he can keep power in the hands of the few at the expense of the rest of us. Share this so everyone knows who's responsible for SNAP benefits running out.
Donald Trump feels, because everybody knows the Democrats are the caring party. So he feels that, okay, they care about people. I don't care about people. That's just my opinion. What I think Donnie thinks, okay? So we're going to hurt the American people to get the Democrats to bend and do what we want with this big, beautiful bill they passed. But the Democrats decided to fight back. And now they have a judge that stepped in and said, release those SNAP benefits and the WIC benefits. Trump, the contradictory man in the Oval Office. What I'm talking about, take a listen from 2016, what he said, to now 2025. He contradicts himself a lot, America.
Saudi Arabia giving $25 million, Qatar, all of these countries. These are people that kill women and treat women horribly, and yet you take their money.
Not a gift to me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense.
And you should know better. Why don't you give back the money that you've taken from countries that treat certain groups of people so horribly? You should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us. I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. Why don't you give back the money? I think it would be a great gesture. I thought it was a beautiful gesture. Now, there are those that say we shouldn't be accepting gifts to the Defense Department. And I would say only a stupid person would say that. It should have never happened. And I think you owe an explanation to the American people. We're giving to everybody else. Why wouldn't I accept the gift? If I ever said that, that's quid pro quo. Saudi Arabia giving $25 million.
Well, Donnie, it's quid pro quo. Because you're doing exactly what you criticize others for. And we are used to you running that game. But the buck stops here, honey. Nobody is going to support you anymore. You will get out that Oval Office. Although you pulling all kind of stunts. You're in the DOJ to try to stay in office, honey. But you got to go. You dirty little ho, ho, ho. And a Merry, Merry Christmas, ho.
Presented any
Christy, no, dirty butt.
Reclaiming my time. During your confirmation hearing, you said your focus would be on deporting immigrants who have been convicted of crimes and those who have received removal orders. But that is not what you have been doing. Instead, you have been deporting children with cancer, children who are U.S. citizens, a gay makeup artist who committed no crime and didn't even enter the country illegally. You have been sloppy. Your department has been sloppy. And instead of focusing on real criminals, you have allowed innocent children to be deported while you fly around the country playing dress up for the cameras. Instead of enforcing the laws, you have repeatedly broken them. You need to change course immediately before more innocent people are hurt on your watch.
Well,
she doesn't care. Christy doesn't care at all. It's about fattening those pockets. The more people they arrest, even as U.S. citizens, they have been arresting U.S. citizens, y'all. And it doesn't matter about a color anymore. It was just black and brown, but now they're coming for you too, my beautiful white people. They got you, yeah. One moment, please. Christy Noem, the dusty butt.
HS Secretary Kristi Noem was just on Fox News where she was asked if she would give the children of Chicago a break and let them trick or treat tomorrow without the constant fear of ICE raids on the streets in their communities. Here's what she said.
No, we're going to be out on the streets in full force and increase our activities.
Now, at this point, it's impossible to be both paying attention and taking Kristi Noem seriously. She was a lightweight in Congress. She was a lightweight as governor. And under her leadership, DHS has become a total clown show. Her agencies have gone from little-known governmental departments that no one had ever heard of to literally the most hated federal agents in America in less than a year. Her own workforce at ICE in particular, we're told, is now up in arms over red tape that they found in their contracts regarding their bonuses. Meanwhile, she has spent almost $270 million of taxpayer money on private jets for herself while continuing to repeat bald-faced lies to the American public like this one.
There's no American citizens have been arrested or detained.
Yeah, that's a lie. Over 170 U.S. citizens have been detained, including at least 20 children. These are U.S. citizens. Many of them have actually been injured. We've been posting the videos of what's going on right here on this Instagram channel for you to follow. Now, I'm sorry that this is happening to the kiddos up in Chicago. I know it's no solace to say that there will be other Halloweens. You will get your candy. And for those of you who are in the immigrant communities up there and around the country, a lot of you weren't planning on going out for Halloween anyway. A lot of you aren't going to school. You're not going to churches. You're developing systems of resiliency to get around, to get food, to get to work, to get done what you need to get done in your day. That's because of political opportunists like Kristi Noem and a far-right movement that took over the conversation in this country. But the conversation is starting to swing back. Thanks to those of you who are watching this show, who are subscribing to Migrant Insider, who are subscribing to channels like the Midas Touch Network, which helps boost our content so much. Thank you, guys. We appreciate the brothers out in LA.
Subscribe to Midas Touch Network on YouTube and give them a follow on Instagram. Please, beautiful kings and queens. Let me see who all is in my chat, and I want to spread love in my chat. IFV, I love you. King, I love you. King Ellen, I love you. King LaSwan, I love you. Blue Bayou, I love you. DJ David, I love you. 7, I love you. God 1, I love you. Mark Jarman, I love you. Intel, I don't know what they mean. W240, I love you. Ward, I love you. Trolling King USA, I love you. Please don't troll my chat though. I love you. Snowbound, I love you. I can't understand what that is. Marsa Vita, I love you. Latoy Graham, I love you. Rick, I love you. Floridian son James, I love you. Adam, I love you. Queen Miss Bugs, you know I love you, girl. Okay, I'm not going to be able to read all that because we don't have much time. We only have an hour to do the show. So we're going to continue on, and this one is about Pam Bundy. You are just as horrible as Trump. Why F up your career for a monster? Are you a monster too? Take a listen.
Fired DOJ lawyer, fired by Pam Bundy, on tape, showing his face, showing his name, blowing the whistle, and saying that Trump's DOJ, under Bundy's direction, is telling its lawyers, our lawyers, to go into federal court and lie. That is not factually correct. It is not legally correct. That is a lie. And I cannot sign my name to that brief.
After refusing to sign the brief that called Abrego Garcia a terrorist, Ruvani was fired.
The United States Department of Justice, from the highest level, is telling its lawyers to lie in federal court in order to pursue, obviously not the truth, obviously not justice, but to pursue the outcome most desired by the President of the United States. And if there's no evidence to assist in that, we'll make up some lies. This is a step beyond weaponizing the Justice Department. Weaponizing a federal agency would mean the president telling the DOJ, the IRS, whatever, I don't like this person, so I want you to heat seek a team of agents on them until you find something. Until you find something direct, we can jump them with. What this is if you can't find anything, Department of Justice, make something up. What message does that send to Trump voters who want to break the law? Go ahead, we got you. Or Democrat voters under a blue administration, go ahead, commit crimes, we got you. See how quickly corruption this abrasive can ruin a functioning, fair society? A fired DOJ lawyer, fired by...
I'm glad there are leaks. I'm glad we have people that are speaking up against the Donald Trump regime. Pam Bundy, you are running your career for a no good old man that may not even be around next year. His health may just take him out of here. The devil is a liar. All right.
Hey, they're only starving people because they know that they're going to lose. They know that the jig is up. They know that too many people have woken up. These elections, these elections that are happening in just a matter of days all over the country are the turning point. Too many people are awake to what's actually going on and what the Republican Party is doing to America. Too many people are awake to the billionaire class puppeteering this administration for nefarious purposes. Too many people are aware of this administration's ties to foreign entities, genocidal warfare, and child trafficking. The jig is up and they know it. This is their last-ditch effort, is to starve people. Okay? I want you to hold on to that hope. I want you to use that understanding to fuel your action over these next 6 days. Get to the polls. Talk to the people in your community about their voting plan. Make sure that everyone's on the same page about what we're doing, okay? They're only starving people because they know that they don't have anything else left. Hey, they're only starving people because they know that they're going to lose. They know that the jig is up.
These special elections that are happening, blue is taking over. And Donald Trump knows they're not going to win this. So they cheat and they destroy the American people. Take their food, let them starve. We don't care. But the Democrats care. I care. That's why I showed that video that you can contact someone to help you. If you don't have a ride to a food pantry, dial 212. If you need a ride to certain things that are imperative and they see that they are imperative, they will help you, okay? They will put money on your list for you. So if you need a ride to a food pantry, dial 212. One moment, please.
Told it's just a government shutdown. It's not. It's a coup, slow, quiet, and happening in plain sight. House Speaker Mike Johnson just announced that Congress will reconvene until January. That means the government isn't reopening. Not next week, not next month. Nothing moves. No votes, no paychecks, no progress. And that's the point. This wasn't an accident. They planned this to break faith in government, to make you believe democracy doesn't work so they can replace it with something that does for them. While you're worrying about groceries and gas, they're dismantling the system that protects your rights. They knew you wouldn't fight back. They knew outrage fades fast. And now here we are, a government closed not by crisis, but by choice. This isn't politics anymore. It's power, taken, not earned. And if we keep pretending it's just a shutdown, we'll wake up in a country that doesn't open again. You've been told it's just a government shutdown. It's not. It's a coup, slow, quiet, and happening.
It is a coup by the Donald Trump regime. Although they want to continue to say it's the Democrats' fault. Listen, take my word. But they run the House, the Senate, everything. It's not the Democrats' fault, y'all. The Democrats have no control. None. So stop believing the hype and research the truth. Who's running the House? MAGA Republicans, not Democrats. Please hit the like button for me, please. Hit the like button. Hello, Tina Doris. How you doing? I love you. Hello, Speaking Rose. I love you. James Cook. I love you. It's hello, Candace 81. I love you. Kelvin Gillen. I love you. I saw a couple of new people come in early. Roman the Great. I love you. Kelvin Gillen. I love you. Scott Johnson, I love you. Yvette, I love you. I love you. King, I love you. I saw a couple of other names, but that's way up. I'm not going to have time to do all that. But I love you guys, and you know it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You can put whatever you want in my chat. I still love you. I'm praying for you. So, Americans are going hungry. First, Doge cut essential funding, stretching food programs thin. Then, the Republicans slashed SNAP benefits with Trump's big, ugly bill. Now, Trump is using the government shutdown to illegally withhold SNAP benefits. The cruelty is the point. And Donald Trump gets off on cruelty. I guess when you get his age old and it don't work, you got to get off some kind of way. Take a listen to Massey right quick, okay?
Massey responded to jdvance for deliberately lying about him and saying he always votes against his party. It's not only misleading, it's a deliberate smear of one of the few Republicans who actually stands on their own principles and doesn't vote blindly. Just watch the way jdvance is able to shamelessly lie all the time. It's like he has no soul.
Being independent, having your own opinions is one thing. Voting against the party on every single issue, you're eventually going to make too many enemies. And that is the problem that Thomas has had.
In response to that, Thomas Massey had this to say: when leaders of my own party protect traffickers, spend our grandkids into oblivion, fund endless wars, lock down our citizens, bail out corporations, bow to other countries, and hurt small farmers, it's true that I won't be their yes man. Of course, he doesn't always vote against Republicans, but jdvance knows exactly what he's doing. He's desperately trying to paint Massey as a disloyal traitor because he refuses to act like a puppet. But the record is clear. Thomas Massey has one of the most consistently conservative voting records in all of Congress. He doesn't vote against the party. He votes against corruption, waste, and hypocrisy. His response and his actions are not a rebellion. It is integrity. He's not betraying the GOP at all. He's holding it accountable to the values it claims to represent. What jdvance said shows just how far the Trump wing of the party has fallen. Loyalty isn't measured by adherence to the Constitution anymore. It's measured by how quickly you can bend the knee to Donald Trump. Thomas Massey responded.
And as long as you bend the knee to Donald Trump, he's going to make sure you eat too. But as soon as you speak up in truth, you the bad guy. He's going to try to hurt you. Massey is strong, and he's been this way a long time. He's not going to fall in line with the Donald Trump regime. He's just not. Be sure to subscribe to Uniting Now. Breaking news. Bloomberg just went deep into Marjorie Taylor Greene's district to find out why she's turning on Trump. The answer, because her voters are turning against Trump too. So she has to fall in line, and I respect that. She wants to keep her seat. She's doing what she got to do. And what she probably always thought of Trump is she just starting to reveal it, because you can be around somebody and think something, don't let them know it, till they really worked your last nerve, and you'll reveal exactly who you are. And that's what she's doing. Do what you got to do, girl. That's all I got to say.
This deranged madman needs to be removed from office as soon as possible. Take a look what this nutcase just posted on Truth Social.